Hi, Eva. How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
All good, thank you. Lovely to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Well, let's get started. In the last years, we have seen that you have opened your roles to other kind of stories, but I have followed your career, and I know that you prefer love stories with this dark side. For example, in One, Cracks,
Oh, you've seen
or
Cracks. That's nice.
yes, I love your movies.
Oh, thank you.
Also in Penny Dreadful, by the way, that thanks for that amazing performance. So, could you tell us about your attraction to those kind of roles, and what did you find in the Three Musketeers script that made you to accept the role?
Um, it's always important for me to have characters who have some kind of complexity, who you think there's somebody, and then you discover their secrets, and you're like, oh, this is not what I thought she would be, and it's like just the complicated characters are always the most kind of fulfilling as an actor. Is just more interesting, and all characters who have cracks, actually, who have who, yeah, kind of mysterious, but in a good way. And Milady here, you think she is, and she's the queen of evil, of course. Milady is Milady, uh, but what was really appealing for me is that you think she's evil, but then in the second film you kind of understand why she is behaving this way, and the kind of the writers kind of took took it to another level, and they kind of explored her humanity, and we understand why she is behaving this way.
Yeah, I have a question for you about that, but in the Three Musketeers, well, it's a classic, and we know in so many different ways, and has crossed generations. From your point of view, and one of the protagonists of the story, what do you consider attractive and different in this particular film? And please don't say the cast because we already know that you are amazing.
I mean, it's yeah, it's this version of the Three Musketeers is very modern. It's not like, oh, here we go, let's another adaptation of the Three Musketeers, boys in tights. And here, they're more grounded. There's more darkness in it. It's more realistic, and the characters have more flesh, I find. It's not just comedy, ha ha ha. There is like some guts to it, which I thought was missing in the other adaptations. And I really feel the audience will also identify more with the Musketeers, even the character of the Queen. And, it's, you get into the characters' hearts, I feel, more.
Hmm. And for those of us who know Milady's story and the abuse she suffered, uh, would you like in part two of this film's reviews more about your character, and then the audience could understand how she became a villain?
Yes. I mean, for me, it was it was like key for me to say yes to this movie, is that she is actually a big feminist, really much ahead of her time, and doesn't care about conventions, and the fact that, yeah, she was kind of betrayed in her past kind of explains who she is, which I thought was moving, and we always imagine Milady as a psychopath, and here it's like, oh, I see why she's like this, and that was very
Yeah.
interesting.
And what was for you the most acting challenge for this film?
I mean, the challenge is like, I hope the audience will kind of like my character, but like identify with her. That's, and I hope so. Fingers crossed. And on a more concrete level, I think the big challenge for me was some of my fighting scenes in the second film. I really did them myself. I trained a lot with the stunt guys, and that really helped me to find the inner strength of the character as well.
That's pretty cool. And Eva, please, could you invite Mundo Películas audience to enjoy the Three Musketeers on the cinema?
Do you want me to repeat it? To
If you
do
want, is Mundo Películas.
Mundo Películas. I invite you to go and see The Three Musketeers. It's an epic adventure with lots of action, danger, and love. So go.